Oh, sure. Now New York loves Novak.
15 love.
Now.
Mary,
he's got to be crowding 40 before they're really pulling for
Mary,
him.
you're old enough to remember when one James Scott Connors won the crowd here, and
Absolutely.
he necessarily didn't have it earlier in his career, did he?
That's very, very true.
30 love.
Ah.
30-15.
Ah.
40-15.
It's so important for Struff to be on top in these rallies. He's a big guy. He's heavy, and it's not as easy for him to change directions. But if he's moving forward, he can get a lot of oomph behind his shots. But he needs to be with his weight underneath him, not going side to side. And Djokovic knows that. He'll go behind him. That's a patented play against Jan Lennard.
Ah.
40-30.
One of the things that Djokovic did so well, so evident in his match against Norrie courtside, was how well he served. The accuracy on his serving was a joke. In fact, Cam said after the match, in all his encounters with Novak, it's the best he's ever faced from the Djokovic serve.
Aces, Robbie, is that the one he had in against Cam?
Juice.
Yep, that's correct. And, good first serve percentage, winning a lot of points behind the first serve, defended the second nicely. But a couple of games he just stepped up. First 3-point would be aces. 2 aces and 2 unreturns, Mary.
Advantage Djokovic. Game. Djokovic.
His hip groin area and just wasn't moving with any
Seats quickly,
fluidity.
please. Thank you.
And put the rackets down
Yeah,
for a little
Lennard
bit.
Struff to serve.
Decided not to play in Cincinnati and came in cold, but he's warmed up nicely.
Just a quick fun fact about young Lennard Struff. You want to see the quickest racket spinner on tour, watch the German. Watch how many times and how quickly he will spin his racket in his hand. Sometimes he'll do it in the middle of a rally.
Him and Tommy Paul.
Yep.
They should have a competition. Tommy's pretty darn good at it too.
Fitting all. 15-30.
See now, Robbie, all I'm watching now is the racket spinning. So thank you very much.
Let's pay mind to the man in black and how he diffuses the powerful serve too, and intimidates it just with his aura. It's a quick look at double break point, but big servers have not had a ton of success against Novak over the years.
He's got to go big early. It's his only shot.
This is the hammer and nail show. for Struff. He's the hammer. Every single opportunity that he can nail the ball, he's got to do it. Just drive it right through the wood.
Djokovic leads by 2 games to love. First set.
Men in black.
It's kind of become a thing here at this tournament that teams are dressing like they are teams. They're dressing in uniforms. They look like they're ready to go out and change the tires on a pit stop at a Formula One race. Isn't Novak basically just a high-performance racing car? Finely tuned.
15 love.
Everything very specific for performance. The diet, the sleep, all kinds of things over the years. Patches on his chest that are supposed to balance him. Specific drinks.
The egg thing.
The cryo chamber.
Yeah, the egg thing.
Love. Love. And
all of that attention to detail. Novak, the leader of the team, but surrounded by experts over the years. It's no doubt added to his legacy and his longevity. 38 years old, and if he doesn't make a semifinal, we'll be surprised. We were all shocked when Connors, who turned 39 that year, he made the semifinal, made that run. This guy's expected to do it.
You see Struffy not scared of coming. That's what I'm talking about. You've got to have silky skills though. Novak like a black panther. Oh, he's lurking, trying to chase that one down. He's looking sleek tonight.
.40-30. Game. Djokovic.
this match between
Love
Djokovic, who's 38 years old, and Struff is 35, is now the combined oldest men's singles match in the 4th round or later in the Open era. Combined 73 years. Ken Rosewall and John Newcomb combined for 69 years in 1974. And Federer and Kohlschreiber, the German
59.
duel. Fed was 36 and Kohli was 33. That was back in 2017. So this is another historic occasion for Novak. He's there. Oh, the net's also there. So this is something that I find fascinating. So we have
30-15.
Iga Swiatek, Jannik Sinner, and Carlos Alcaraz, all one major shy of the career Grand Slam. Okay. This guy, Djokovic, he's done so much in his career. He has the career Grand Slam after the age of 35. The great Ivan Lendl, the great John McEnroe. We can go down the list of these icons of the sport who do not have a career Grand Slam. Andre Agassi, how much did it mean to him to win at Roland Garros finally
99,
and complete that? This guy did it after turning 35 when he should be eligible to play the senior tour.
And he's won every major at least 3 times.
It's bananas, Mary.
But it's bananas.
I think, as you like to call it, a line licker.
30-40.
Or even better, daylight lottery. I mean, just the vision that he has, the time, the feel. I love his soft skills. Doesn't get enough credit for those.
Game. Djokovic.
You can go to
Djokovic leads by 4 games to none.
all
First
different
set.
social platforms to catch up on the day. Carlos Alcaraz was on this court earlier today, and he won easily, didn't he?
Just go online and look up Alcaraz hot shot from today.
Yes.
An amazing around the back shot that he pulled off today. That will get a few million views.
Yes, no kidding.
Tell you something about watching Djokovic and Alcaraz courtside. There is a lot less of that white noise I was telling you about, Mary, the last couple of evenings. I haven't seen Sinner play yet, but it's like the attention of the fans is so much more on the play and the players.
Let's for service.
Boy, that's nice to hear, Robbie. Respect. You sit down, take your seats, be quiet, and watch this man go to work.
30 love.
Touching his neck. He felt something on a prior first serve in that point. Didn't impact his play, but every time he steps out to play right now, it needs to be Novak Djokovic appreciation night, because we just don't know
Right.
for how long we're going to be lucky enough to see him continue to be a master of his craft. He's the last man standing of the big three.
Still working over his
30-15.
Take a look at that trap in his neck. Expressing a little bit of irritation there just by the way he was maneuvering the ball around. You don't see him. He's so disciplined, right? He does the same thing over and over. He might bounce the ball
30 all.
an almost intolerable amount of times, but it's always in front of him. He's like playing with the ball between his legs and stuff, which is almost a, for me, that signals like he's upset at what's going on with his body. He's certainly not upset at the scoreline, but I think that
It's a tell.
thing is a worry for him at the moment. Hopefully it's just a temporary one.
If
he were a Formula One driver, I think we'd hear him talking to his crew chief right about now on the radio. That talk's happening internally.
Juice. Advantage, Struff.
You're guessing he's going to call a trainer?
If he keeps stretching, it's stand to reason that he might have someone come out and give him a little massage. Might help. All right, now it's a break point chance for Struff to get on the board.
Took off 7 weeks after Wimbledon.
Seats quickly, please.
Spent
Thank
time
you.
with his family. Of course, he was training. He didn't want to spend himself on the hard courts leading up to this last major of the year.
Struffy at his very best, all-out attack, good spin control, and maintaining control of the point. Didn't get pushed back behind the baseline.
30 love. 30-15.
Because it meant the age of Struffy, as he's affectionately known, but he was a very late developer, Mary. Very small, under 16. He said he was only ranked about 38 in Germany as an under 16. His success has come a little later.
40-15.
He's developed physically, got used to understanding his game.
Normally, if he drops a game and he's unhappy, he's looking at his team and he's talking to them and they're talking back to him. But if he's injured, he just stays inside himself. Shakes his head.
His last match, he had a tweak of his back, different than what he seems to be dealing with now, and he was able to manage it.
Game Struff.
Let's figure out what's happened to Djokovic. The Australian Open, the first major of the year, he hurt his hamstring during his quarterfinal win over Carlos Alcaraz, but then had to retire after the first set of the semis against Vera. Roland Garros got himself to the semifinals, but Sinner got him there. Wimbledon against Flavio Cobolli. He fell and injured his hip, and then lost in the semis to Sinner easily, 3 straight. Serena Williams did towards the end of her career. Didn't want to play a lot of tournaments. Just got herself ready for the majors. Tried to get to 24 Grand Slam victories. Was in a bunch of finals, couldn't get there. Just yanked on this one, didn't he? Pulled it wide. Pays a price. While Novak is far more injury prone these days against players like Struff, like Cobolli, even if he's dinged up, he can manage these matches most of the time. But what it does is it hurts him so much against the new two. He needs everything in the tank to compete with those guys. He says they're levels above him now. That's why we said at the top of this match, the outcome of this match, I think all three of us agree that it's, other than a serious injury, probably not that much in question. You need to be pretty seriously hampered, one would think. Yeah.
But there are 2 matches here. It's, of course, the win, and then it's the battle against his body. Can he get out of here unscathed? Still continues Novak to stretch his neck between nearly every point. Still very much top of mind, but game point to sit down with the 5-2 lead.
Deuce.
First 4 games, Djokovic was facing power but not pressure. Now you get the feeling he's facing pressure.
External and internal.
Yeah.
Djokovic.
Broke on to tour in 2007 in a big way. I think he won Miami finals in New Wales, but it was in Canada that year when he beat the top 3 players in the world, where he showcased his ability to take the cross court and change it to the down the line shot seamlessly. I think it was Roddick, Nadal, and Federer he beat, and his down the line shots were a joke.
Game. Djokovic.
One of the hardest things to do in our sport.
Splits. Love.
Wait a minute. He could have had the physio out.
Sure.
At 5-2.
Of course he could.
Why you waited?
German, creating not just speed, but also angle with the shot, which opened it up. And a chance to hold here and see if Novak can hold serve for the set. Struffy's team looks on. I don't really know him well, but because Robbie knows him, I feel like we can call him Struffy too.
I'm sorry, I don't call 35-year-old men Struffy.
40-30.
Lingo going, it makes us old people sound cool.
Okay.
Energy, just it's so incredible how he times comes the cross court to the down the line. That linear strike is nigh on impossible to defend against. Most direct way past an opponent. And so clearly evident in front of my eyes.
Advantage, Struff.
Three now. Again, go to usopen.org. It's your online home.
Djokovic leads
For stats,
by
for
5 games to 3
videos,
first
all kinds
set.
of good stuff. You can find out how easily Taylor Fritz got through in 3. He now plays the winner of the match we're watching.
We have a doctor in the blue shirt and a physio in the white. That's Clay Snyder, travels on the ATP Tour. Over year-round medical staff. It's not just the physio, it's also the doctor, so there could be some pain medication being handed out here shortly. First things first, serving for the set.
15 love.
Good way to start it. 5th ace for Novak, going up against such a big server in Struff. Novak has 5 aces and Struff just 2. Not uncommon to see that. Serve accuracy excellent again today. We'll get into that in the second set in a little bit more detail, how he stacks up against some of the other greats of the game.
Let's for service.
Sneaky quick serve that he likes on that ad side down the middle, 101 miles an hour.
Let's for service.
Sat right up for Struff, this 91-mile-an-hour serve.
There was some good German horsepower behind that forehand.
Let's first service.
Djokovic is able to tuck away that opening set. The physio, the doctor, they're coming out to treat him now. Again, Taylor
with place night.
Okay.
Correct.
So Struff will get us started in the second set.
Out.
I can't tell you that
15 love.
Clay Snuitman got really stuck in there. He was full weight into his fingers trying to fix Novak's neck.
Let's second service. Let's second service.
Ball.
15 all.
Out.
15-13.
It's a big serve at a big time. 105 miles an hour, and it elicits a rare miss on that return. And instead of a 15-40 opportunity, Struff stays close at 30 all, trying to get a lead on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. You can really hear the effort. You can see the effort from Struff on these forehands going after it. Breaks the sideline beautifully with that one. Looks like he's hitting the ball so much harder than Novak, doesn't it? That's some of the secret sauce from Novak. Because he looks so effortless, you don't know that he's hitting 2 miles an hour faster than Struff on the forehand.
Out. Game Struff. First game, second
serves.
Yeah. All right. Question for our big squad here. Mary
right.
Carrillo, Robbie, not just speed, it's precision.
Oh, yeah.
Accuracy to the line. How close can you put it to the line time and time again while making a good percentage?
Why do I think you're going to this guy in black?
Well, I'm going to tell you that he is one of the sneaky greatest servers of all time. And it's not the speed on his serve. His speed is not remarkable.
Okay.
But you know who else's wasn't remarkable speed-wise? Roger Federer's. Federer's first serve average speed for his career was 117 miles an hour. Novak's 120. Now you get to some of the big thumpers. You get to Isner. He was a 127. You know, Kyrgios bombs it at 125 when he was playing. But that's plenty of speed. 117 was more than enough for Federer because of the mortals, of the people under 6'5". No one's ever been more accurate than Roger Federer. But Djokovic at 6'2", Federer 6'1", by the way, is within a couple of percentage points. And the way that this accuracy is measured by our friends at Hawkeye is hitting it within 2 feet of the lines. So you're taking a reasonable amount of risk of missing serves. But speed and accuracy.
Game. Djokovic.
Djokovic has just had it improve over the course of his career. And even Ivanisevic, a great server in his own right, had a lot to do with it.
Second set.
Where does Nadal land in all this? Is he anywhere near the top?
I'll give you his numbers.
Thank you very much.
So Nadal's average speed was 116, so just very close to Federer's. But accuracy was never a focus for Rafa, especially earlier in his career. He was point starting and then looking to hit forehands. He used his leftiness to move people around in the box, but he wasn't that concerned with hitting aces or finishing points with serve. Djokovic has gotten more and more focused on that as his career has gone on, and he's just improved that. Here's the cold data. Federer leads the league with 72% of his first serves landing within 2 feet of the line. Djokovic 69% of the time. Nadal 54% of the time.
It's quite a drop off. That's surprising.
And yet Nadal held serve a lot. And certainly Federer in holding serve.
You mentioned that Goran Ivanisevic, for the years he worked with Djokovic, really helped to serve, but he also found Djokovic to be so very demanding. He said something new has to happen every day when you're coaching him. Every day.
That's
a nice hold by the 34-year-old young Lennard Struff.
Struff leads by 2-1. Second set.
By the way, tonight, just for frame of reference, our friend Lee at Hawkeye just messaged me that Novak's averaging 91% accuracy to the line when he makes a first serve today. That's not bad, no. I guess.
Yes.
Robbie, I think if you put it out to the tennis universe, the top backhands of all time, Novak's would certainly appear on that list, yes?
Yeah. Top 2 alongside David Nalbandian for me.
Let's for service.
In fact, the way they execute the backhand is very similar, straight back. Perhaps Nalbandian's slightly more offensively minded with his backhand, but Novak's is a joke.
Stretches out, and Novak gets to 40 love. Robbie, I'm not sure that Nalbandian was able to defensively cover his backhand and turn defense into offense on the full stretch quite as well as Novak. Your thoughts?
Yep. Definitely surrender to that thought.
How was Bandy's drop shot off the backhand?
He just had winners. He didn't need that shot jump.
Fair enough. Point taken.
Game.
Was it 2008 season when he didn't qualify for the season-ending championships, but he beat 7 of the 8 guys that made it to the season-ending finale. And that's the kind of tennis he could play. Just, you could dust him. Had a great record against Rafa. Roger hated playing against him.
Again, a reminder to go to usopen.org. Aryna Sabalenka is about to take on Aryna.
15 love.
They are just starting that match. It's over on Louis Armstrong. She's from Spain, ranked 95 in the world, and she took out the 19th seed, Elisa Mertens, to get to this match against the top seed, Sabalenka. Rybakina and Vondrousova, they play on this court next.
What about the backhand slice of Novak, say, compared to Bandy? And whose did you prefer of the two?
I don't remember Bandy's backhand slice as much as I've seen Novak. So why don't you give us a clinic on it?
I just think his was a little bit more natural looking than Novak's. Okay. Give him the edge shot on that shot as well.
Listen, I might still be on tour if I had either one of them, to be honest.
Struff leads by 3 games to 2.
Finish with that down the line backhand drop shot. That's been his signature move for so many years. A late switch with the grip, drops the left hand off of it, but that one finds the tape. Down love 15, but when's the last time you saw him reach for his neck?
In a while.
That's a good sign.
$15 all.
Mary, Jim, I want you to take a look at the grip, the over grip that Struff uses on his racket. Do you know which grip it is? Pretty sure you know, Jim.
40 to do.
I was digging into some data. What was your question about the grip?
The grip that young Lennard Struff, the over grip that he uses on his racket.
The over grip?
Yeah, do you know what it is?
Let me take a closer look. We're about 800 feet above sea level in this booth, so not as good of a view as yours.
Okay.
Is it a blue tournament?
Yeah, it is.
7th ace for Djokovic.
3 games all, second set.
The blue of the tournament grip is one of the...
Hey, Robbie, I just want you to know that you and I are both doing a great job, but we're going to need to lay out and let Mary get in here at some point. Carry on.
He loves a good turn of grip story. I've heard this one.
I haven't. Let's hear it. But Mary's got a stack of paper up here that she needs to get to at some stage.
Right.
So.
It's quite all right.
Go on, Robbie.
It's one of the very few players in the world, Jim. Turn and grip blue. And it's a great story. It was started by a gentleman who was an engineer who was trying to create a chamois who loved tennis. And he used to sweat profusely. Decided to cut off some strips to use on a squash and tennis rackets. And just a great American story. Became one of the greatest business tennis accessories in the last 50 years. And one of the very few colors that is actually trademarked. You guys know UPS brown, of course.
Yep.
My favorite, Cadbury's purple. Here's another one.
Cadbury's purple. Mary, your thoughts?
Okay, you said it was a great story. But I do know you love that one, right?
15-30.
It's, let the record show, every single point I ever played in my professional career was with Turner grip. Robbie.
There we go.
Recognizable from even 800 feet above sea level.
Apparently it is. You know what I also recognize? A tough moment for Struff at 15-30. Novak thought he'd missed a forehand in this rally and was late catching up to the reply from Struff, but Struff lets fly with the line backhand, and the first break points of the second set are upon us.
Game Djokovic. New balls, please.
6-3 now, 4-3.
Out leaving his most successful major, the Australian Open this year, when he had to stop playing because he was seriously injured in the semifinals. He played a competitive set against Zverev, lost it, and then shook hands. And he, the 10-time champion, was booed off the court, and it was Zverev who had to defend his honor in a post-match interview. It was not well done by the crowd. Very well done by Sasha. So I would be very surprised. It would take, my view is he will want to go back
To
and play Australia at least one more time and get a proper send-off. But maybe that's what I want for him. I don't know if that's what he wants. Imagine Federer playing Wimbledon, having to default because he got injured and the crowd booing him. That's kind of Nadal at Roland Garros. Can you imagine?
No chance.
10 times he won that thing in Australia. 10 times. No one's even close. Wild.
Serve.
40 love.
Beautiful.
Game, Djokovic. Djokovic leads by 5 games to 3, second set. Love 15.
Struff, first serve percentage is quite low tonight, and I would attribute a lot of that to the man on the other side of the net. He's trying to have Djokovic type accuracy with his first serve to try and get value. Gets that point, but he's serving about 40% for serves in play for the match because he's trying to pick the corners, taking too much risk. But Novak does that to a lot of folks. Yeah, those are rough numbers, huh? But it's the same old thing. You look at sometimes unforced errors, and you have to recognize that they're being forced by the defensive capabilities of opponents at times. The reason he's not making as many first serves is because he knows he has to thread the needle. Djokovic has anticipation, he has wingspan, and if he gets his racket on it, most of the time it's right at your feet through the middle of the court.
Coming into play again on that stretch returns. Incredible.
Exactly right, Bobby. He looks fine now, doesn't he?
Game in second set.
The second set.
By 6 games to 3.
Just the kind of match that Novak Djokovic wanted.
Djokovic leads by 2 sets to love.
Jan Lennard Struff seems not to have any answers.
Love 15. Love 13.
Djokovic medical timeout, but seen by the trainer again, but for a different part of his body. The right forearm was massaged on the change of ends, the end of the set. And he's down love 30 here to start the third. Finds the space with 118 miles an hour of perfection. There's Clay.
If
you ever find yourself out, I believe Utah is where Clay lives. He is in practice out there when he's not on the road. Might get some of his magic hands available.
I've seen him deal with balls well below the height of the net, choose the right shot on the volley more often than not.
It wasn't always easy for him up there, Robbie, but he's improved it so much over the years, and I wonder if we won't see that same ascent at the net from Sinner over the course of his career, because Sinner at times is not as efficient as someone like Novak. That's a high bar. And he has a lot of years ahead of him to try and keep finding his perfection.
Game. Djokovic.
And I think the greatest illustration we saw of Novak's volleying prowess was on this court in the 2020.
It was his 24th major. He was just one match away that year from the calendar slam. It's the Wimbledon final to Carlos.
15 love. Let's for service.
Robbie pointed out earlier how quiet the crowd is tonight.
It's such a good observation.
Not in a bad way. They're applauding, they're appreciating it, but they're concentrating on the tennis rather than the conversations they often have with themselves.
Yep.
Game Djokovic. Djokovic leads by 2 games to love. Third set.
Nice head. issues tonight, Novak, but it hasn't been with his opponent. It's been with his body. His team will continue to be concerned because they've always have to be on alert.
High alert.
Right?
High alert. He demands a lot from him. They've been quiet. Andrea Petkovic is calling the next match with me. And we use her.
That was a humble brag.
Well, no, I'm just saying she can translate both sides of the court when these players are talking to their box. She says that Djokovic's box has been quiet. I'm not sure if they've asked to turn the mics off in the box or not. But it's always handy to have her around. German player.
End of story.
End of
yeah.
No question.
At any time.
Yeah, she's coming up next.
Love.
The 9th seed will play Marketa Vondrousova. Both Wimbledon champions.
That's a nice matchup.
No, yeah, no kidding.
Novak really enjoying this moment when he starts playing hurry-up offense, taking the balls quickly, not even leaving the serve position. You know he's in good form. He's not really overthinking things. He's just putting one foot in front of the other. Serve volley. I'll talk over the point. You're not supposed to do that in broadcasting. And it probably cost him the point, to be honest. That was you. That was me. Yeah. But that's how you know he's feeling great. Volley, play quickly. This is a fait accompli in his mind. We'll see if it turns out that way.
Out.
40-30. Djokovic.
6-3, 6-3, and now 3-love.
Djokovic leads by 3 games to love. Third set, and by 2 sets to love. Love.
Out.
30 love. 40 love. 40-15.
Djokovic looks likely to advance to the quarterfinals here again, and in the last major he won here 2 years ago in the quarterfinals he played Taylor Fritz, and it was one-way traffic. 4-4 straight set route. But they met again in the Australian Open the next year, and that was 4 sets. That was more complicated in that quarterfinal. So Fritz has continued to work on his game to make improvements in his movement, his ability to stay in rallies and then get on his front foot, where he is so good at doing damage. I'm not sure that he's ready to go all the way against Djokovic, but he's better positioned than he's been.
Djokovic leads by 3 games to 1. Third set.
Between Novak and Taylor?
Yeah.
I think, as we remind you once again, get your fingers busy. Get onto the social media channels of the U.S. Open. USOpen.org has you covered, and all the other areas that you want to get to in social media, they are there as well. But I think Fritz has made some gains. Say that Novak's game has diminished. It's his body. So it just depends on how you want to define it, Mary.
Okay.
You don't sound convinced.
No.
I feel like, Robbie, I feel like we're on trial.
You'd make a good prosecutor.
I'm just waiting for all the precincts to come in. Robbie, what's your answer?
I think Taylor has narrowed the gap between him and Novak. And I just say, obviously, because movement is such a big part of the game, that is a factor in the overall product. So I think that would probably be my biggest reason why the gap between the two has narrowed. You know, Taylor's also been to a Grand Slam final right here. He's got a taste of that. That's you know, experience in the tank for him.
Yeah, he was stuck in quarterfinal purgatory when they last played, and Novak was a big part of that situation. But now he has broken through and made it to a final, and that definitely imbues you with confidence.
I also think when you have a look at Taylor's Grand Slam record this year, by his lofty standards, only Wimbledon was really good. Lost early in the French. So I think there'll be added motivation to go deep here. Last American man standing. He'll enjoy being front and center.
That there, and we will refocus here as Struff tries to stay close in this set and stay alive.
I gotta tell you, my focus has waned on this match.
I know. I'm trying to keep it tight.
Okay, fine.
You'll be with Lindsay Davenport, Chanda Rubin for the call for Osaka golf tomorrow, Mary.
Excellent.
So no one's...
That's good company.
No one's more excited than me for that one. news is you're stuck with me for Ogier Aliassime and Rublev before that, so I might wear you out before you get to the good stuff.
Give it my best.
Struffy has given it his best. He's a pro's pro, this 35-year-old German, back into the top 100 with these results here. It's been a good run for him. He's seen his ranking fall. He was about 150 when this tournament began for him 2 weeks ago. Qualies were getting started.
What's his live ranking right now?
98 in the world, which should hold for him to be able to maintain through the end of the year, which would get him in to the main draw of the Australian Open directly. Qualifying required. That's pretty. You know what that means? That means that in the Australian Open, we'll all get to hear Robbie Cook tell us the story of the blue Turner grip in the rackets world, which I'm excited about.
Me too.
The way I want to get my year started in 2026.
Rob,
You set him off, Mary. This is on you now.
it is. as always.
You Southpaw New Yorkers.
For trouble.
Jeez. I'm not sure what that was about, but Struff nearly put one right into the ESPN booth. The thing landed on the roof.
Oh, that's so cool. Got out of his own way to hit
Juice.
that cold winner. Oh, we got to see this again.
Thank you very much.
That's when he's at his rubbery best.
Just gave Feliciano Lopez, one of his former tour members, who's now the tournament director at the Madrid Open, a little nudge with his racket. Feli here doing some TV, courtside.
Game through. Djokovic leads by 4 games to 2, third set.
And Jim, I hope that he can stay injury-free for the next couple of months, this tail end of his career, because he's been plagued by injuries. Just when the ranking was going up, playing the best tennis, he had a hip injury to Struffy, and he's still definitely got game. We've seen it this week, and stay injury-free, get that ranking back up. And I think he's still got a couple of good years ahead of him and in him.
Clinical efficiency with this two-hander. Watch how still Novak keeps his torso here and then just pulls a trigger last minute. There is no tell whatsoever. He can hold it a millisecond longer and go line, let it come deeper into the strike zone, or do just that, pull it cross early.
Struck that forehand right in front of me. The sound of the strings just strumming the ball is just so clean, just melting into his strings.
40 love.
It's a softer sound off the racket of Djokovic, a much harder, stiffer sound, more mechanical from Struff.
Game.
11th and 12th ace close out
New balls,
that
please.
game.
But now, just a shade past 9 p.m., Struff serves to stay in the tournament.
La Petite.
That's the forehand. He's hit a couple of those tonight that just broke open this rally. And then this thing. Plenty of appreciation for Djokovic tonight.
15-30.
That was very nice because the lob was deep. Wunderbar from Struff. Good athleticism.
Thank you. Thank you. Juice. Advantage for Djokovic. Please. Let's second service.
They look good.
3 sets to love. 6-3, 6-3, 6-2.
They look good. Gets into the quarterfinal in under 2 hours. His daughter Tara plays the violin. Her birthday is coming up.
September 2nd.
And he's always thinking about that, he says. But he said something interesting, guys. At